Hey, hello, this is Natural Fitness Lifestyle. This is a wonderful, wonderful follow-along workout for the legs. You don't need any special equipment. In fact, you don't need any equipment at all. But if you want to use some light equipment, such as light dumbbells or bands, you can certainly incorporate them with these exercises. It's a variety of exercises in different planes of motion. Front back, which is the sagittal plane, side to side, which is the frontal plane, and transverse plane. These are all directions and movements that involve the functional movement of the body. Functional movements of the body are very important because they carry over into athleticism and to more efficient movement of the body. This workout, it's very easy to follow, will give you a good cardiorespiratory workout as well. In other words, it will also give you a good aerobic workout as well as toning your legs, not just your thighs, but your calves, your hamstrings, and your glutes as well. At the end of the workout, you will notice some exercises that I do on the mat, and these are for restoring mobility in your spine, shoulder, limbering up, as well as strengthening your glutes and gaining mobility in your hips. This workout has it all, and it's so easy to follow along. So please give it a try. You have nothing to lose but perhaps some belly fat and sluggishness. So watch carefully. Each exercise has a title, so you'll notice in this video, the title, the name of the exercise appears, that is, at the start of the exercise. So please pay attention, as it is easy to follow. All the exercises are very simple, and a beginner, even to an intermediate or even advanced, can benefit from these movements because they all can be progressed in a way to make them more difficult. Or you can use some resistance like light dumbbells or bands to make the workout more challenging. Just remember, this video is not meant for recommendations or advice. This video is meant for educational purposes only. And please always get approval from a doctor before engaging in any exercise routine. Make sure to get a thorough physical checkup to make sure that you are physically fit and clear to engage in exercise. So here I'm doing a reach here. The rear leg is meant to be straight or straight as you can. It all depends on your mobility condition. Mine have a little bit slight mobility conditions in my hips, but this exercise hits the hamstrings as your rear leg is straight or as close to straight as you can. Now here's the pivoting lunge. You're pivoting your heel. First before you pivot, you raise your heel, pivot from the heel, and then the hip follows. This engages all the hip muscles, the hip rotators, as well as the glutes, the hamstrings, and the quads and the calves. It also challenges the stability of your ankles, and it's rigorous, a little vigorous, to stimulate your aerobic capacity. And here we're following up with some side jogging, as well as jogging in place. This is also to stimulate the aerobic capacity of your heart and lungs. And now we're going to follow up with some squats to single knee lifts. This is even more rigorous. It tones your legs, your upper body torso, but also challenges the stability of your ankles, your knees, your back, your core muscles. It engages and challenges your balance and your orientation. Give it a try. But remember, start out slowly and you don't have to lift your knee as high. You can just simply lift your heel off the ground. Basically, you do the exercise to your own capacity. Always exercise to your body's own capacity. And here we have the heel touch. This engages your hamstrings primarily, but also your stability and balance. And your left and right side, stability and balance. It also works this hamstrings. It also engages the core. Keep your core and your glutes tight on this exercise. Breathe properly. Inhale and exhale. Inhale as you lower the leg. Exhale as you lift the heel. Keep your core and your glutes tight in this one. Very important to do so. Now here we are, giving you a side view. It's a little different. Instead of touching my hand to my opposite, I'm actually alternating, touching the opposite heel with my hand to touching this heel of the same side of my hand. This will vary the challenge and will break up the difficulty of the exercise, alternating from our easier version, which is the alternating opposite heels to the same side heels. Now here we're gonna finish off with the donkey kicks. The donkey kicks are great for the gluteus, but also remember to keep your core muscles tight. Exhale, lift the heel. Inhale, lower the knee. Exhale, lift the heel. Inhale, lower the knee. Keep the core and the glutes tight. Your neck and your back straight. Very great exercise to finish off. It even stretches the hip flexors. The hip flexors in some of these exercises are getting a workout, so it's important to stretch. Finish the workout with a stretching exercise that stretches those hip flexors, and this does the job of toning the glutes and the core muscles. Great way to finish your next workout. Here is the final exercise. This is the fire hydrants. Also great for the side hips, the all-important hip rotators. Very important. Tones up those hip rotators, glutes, stimulates the core, but also helps your hip mobility, helps the external hip rotators. It helps the external hip mobility. Great exercise. Just remember to do it slowly. Inhale, exhale, so you lift, inhale, so you lower the leg. Keep the glutes and the core tight. Your neck straight at all times. You never want to look up. Always look straight down. Keep your neck straight. Okay, so this is the final stretch that I'm going to perform. It'll stretch your sternocleidomastoid or your neck muscles, stretch your chest, the pectorals, the deltoids. Remember to keep your glutes and your abs tight. Breathe in deeply from your nostrils. Wonderful stretch. You focus, you breathe correct, you'll even get a good